checked the title, it's another surprise build. It's actually Surprise Build Episode 3. Now, the reason why I say Surprise Build Episode 3 is because the last one that I did took up 2 episodes. Now, these are going to be a little series on... there's probably going to be about, say, 12 of them, maybe 15. I'm unsure at the moment. But today, on today's episode, believe it or not, this may sound funny, but on today's episode, not even I know what car I'm working on. Believe it or not. The reason why I'm saying that is this simple reason. I had a friend of mine who is my go-to guy for all the car parts for the cars and whatnot in this game, which is, believe it or not, a very good friend of mine, and I'm actually a very good friend of the family to the entire family. I know his uncle, I know his auntie, I know his grandfather, I know his mum, I know his stepdad, I know his sister, and you know, I know basically the entire family. I just recently got introduced to one of his cousins. Now, well, actually a couple of his cousins, actually, to be honest, because of a somber moment a couple of months ago. What happened? But other than that, the reason why I know him so well is because, as I said, I'm a friend of the family, and I was lucky enough to hang on, guys. Now, I was actually lucky enough to meet the guy's grandfather many years ago. I think it was about 6 months before he was actually born. I met his grandfather. And now, with him being the way he is in the way of computer games, he's actually pretty good. I mean, the guy's got a talent, I guarantee you that. And when I say he's got a talent, I mean he's really good. He's like top notch. So he's very quick on some games, and he's very good with other games. He's got to learn a lot with some games, for example. I mean, I'll give you an example of one particular game that I'm talking about. Grand Theft Auto 5, for example. There's a lot on that game. There is a lot to learn on that game. That game is so difficult on the odd occasion. It is, you know, I'm glad that Rockstar did what they did to GTA 5. I really am. The reason why I say that is because when Rockstar first brought out GTA 5, they brought out GTA 5 with just minimal things, right? They brought it out where you could steal cars, which you can still do. They also brought it out where you could steal cars, buy the car, and you could take the car, providing the car wasn't too hot. When I say too hot, I mean like there are cars in there that represent Porsches. There's cars in there that represent Dodge Vipers. There's cars in there, you know. Now the game's 13 years old. They're like, they just had update after update after update to that game. There's another update due to drop next month. Or is it next month? Yeah, next month I think it is, on the 9th. But my point's this. The last update brought in a whole bundle of new cars. And when I say new cars, I mean like current cars. What you see directly in front of me right there, that blue car, is the shell, is basic, not basic, it is the shell of a Lamborghini. I've got another one in the shop, which is the same type of shell. The Lamborghini you see in front of me is actually, if I was to take that car down to the paint booth, I'd be able to show you several things what you can do to the car. Now, that car has got its engine in it, but it doesn't run. The other one that's identical to it has got its engine in it, but it, again, doesn't run. What I'm actually thinking of doing is, because this one here doesn't really have its back end in it, or it doesn't really have the engine in it, what I'm actually thinking of doing for a short time, up until such time as I can actually get around to fixing the back end of this car, because the back end on the other one's done. What I'm thinking of doing is swapping the back out, like taking all the axles and all that sort of stuff out of this Lamborghini and sticking it in the other one. But, as I said, tonight I've got a surprise build. Now, the reason why I say it's a surprise build is because this guy, 3801, he does comment on my videos sometimes. You will hear me talk to him when he comments. I gave him permission to go ham, if you know what I mean by go ham. Basically, when I say that, I mean I gave him the right to get a car, go and choose a car, any car he wants, alright, and put it in the garage, go and get all the parts for it and all that sort of stuff, and get it in as bad a condition as he can get. And he did exactly that. I put it in, so he plays as me. So, like, you know, cross, what do I call it? Oh, God, what's the name of it? SharePlay. I put it through SharePlay so he could have it and do whatever he had to do. I had to do a few things here at home for, you know. And my mum, because as you guys fully well now know, I now am living with my mum. I have for the last almost 2 years, and there's a reason behind that. It's because my dad's ill and he's in a really bad way, and I'm in a real bad way. So please, prayers for my parents. But other than that, it got down to the point where I just said to him, look, I've got to do some stuff around the house. I need you to go and if I give you a SharePlay shot, you can go and get a car and do whatever it is you do to the car to, like, you know, to find the worst car possible in a junkyard. Bring it back, whack it on the, put it wherever it's got to go, and then go to town on getting parts for the car and all that sort of stuff. Now, before I go in there, I'll put it this way. As I said to you, I don't even know what the car is. He's just told me he told me about. I got back, and as I got back, he was outside. That's the reason why I'm outside. He was outside, and he just saved it. And he handed it over to me, and he said, no, don't you go inside. And he was watching me. I actually put it through to, I went from SharePlay to screen share, so he could see what I was doing. And he said, no, don't go inside. So I saved it. And then got out of the game. And then that's the reason why I'm outside right now. So apparently there is a car in there in the garage on lift number 1, because that's the one where the videos get done. It's on lift number 1. All I know is, and this is all he told me, all right, the car's in there. This was his briefing to me. The car's in there. It's in a really bad way. It's worse condition. Well, not the worst condition I've seen, and not the worst condition he said he's seen. He just said it was the one that he found that was in a really, really bad way. And then all he said to me was this: by the way, also, you're going to love it. I said, why? He said it's a V8. Now, that could mean anything, okay? The reason why I say it could mean anything, it could be any vehicle in there. It could be a Dodge Charger. It could be a Dodge Challenger. It could be a Dodge... he said it could be a Dodge, you know, any type of Dodge, including the Demon. It could also be a Ford Mustang, for all we know. Or it could be that old 1950s, no, I think it's 1957 pickup ute, the pickup, 1957 pickup. Or it could also be the 57 Chevrolet Bel Air. Or it could be a Camaro. I don't know what it is. It could even be a Dodge Ram. I have no clue. Anyhow, guys, let's go inside. Let's go and have a look what's sitting inside. I hope to God that it's a reasonably decent vehicle. I'm kind of hoping. I mean, look, I don't want to do it too quick. I don't want to take too long. So I'm kind of hoping it's a vehicle that's sort of in the middle. I'm kind of hoping for a 2000 odd, either somewhere in 2019, like somewhere between 2010 2020. I'm kind of hoping for a Chrysler, or if it's not the Chrysler C300, I'm kind of hoping for a Ford Mustang or a Chevrolet Camaro. Actually, no, not Chevrolet Camaro. The 57 Chev Bel Air. I'm kind of hoping for that too. Anyhow, let's go and have a look and see what it is, shall we? Now, before I do, this car here is the other Lamborghini I'm talking about. Now, I have no idea what car's behind me. Seriously, I came in at an angle. So there you go. That's the other Lamborghini that I'm talking about. This one right here. This one's got the engine in the back of it, but it's got no back axle or anything like that. It's got its gearbox and all that sort of stuff. It's got the exhaust. So what I'm actually thinking of doing for a short time is I'm thinking of bringing that one up onto the hoist after we finish the surprise build, and taking the back end out of that and sticking it in that thing, because I want to dyno that, because I want to find out how fast it goes. Okay, so let's get ready on the count of 3. Ready? Let's see what the car is on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Oh, dude! He's outdone himself. My God! I was kind of hoping for a Chev, but this is good enough. Whoa! A Dodge Challenger. Wow. Is it an RT? Yes, it is. Ooh, beautiful. Now, what I'm going to do is, to start off with this thing, is I'm going to take all the parts out of it, and then, after I've done that, I'm going to take it down for a wash and bring it back here to this bay, or this area here, and then I'm going to strip it down after, well, I've stripped it down now, but, you know, let's get it up for a wash. Now, the funny bit is, this car, believe it or not, my late girlfriend liked. She actually wanted to buy one if she ever got the chance. When she retired, actually, she was hoping to buy one. But anyhow, guys, let's get down to it. Okay, now, as you can probably see, there's rust all over the thing. What I'm going to do first of all, guys, is I'm going to get all the rust out. So we go here, dear. Boom. Now, when I spoke to 3801 about the car, all he said to me was that I should change the colour scheme from whatever the car is, because, as I said, he chose the car, so he knew the car, he knew what the colour was, even though you could see, couldn't even tell the colour. But he said to me what I should do, guys, is I should change the colour on the car. I thought, well, yeah, okay, fair enough. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to go with a yellow, not a yellow, a orange or a red colour. So I'm actually kind of hoping that I can actually get Dodge red from the 1960s, which I think it was 1965 through to 1969, partway into 1970. So let's get the interior out. Kidoki. Okie dokes. Now the interior is out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this straight down to paint. Because it's a Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger, before I take it down to paint, what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to take the engine out of it. So what I'm going to have to do is lift it up. If it's got, because as I said to you, as you can see, it has not gone anywhere. It's just been sitting here the whole day. He actually got the car, found all the parts and all that sort of stuff. Blah 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 blah. So the engine's at the ready. It's just got to be built apparently. The chassis is at the ready. So I'm just going to rip this one out, throw a new one in, and then then it's on a rolling chassis. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to take out the engine. So I've got to lift the car up, take the differential out, and I've also got to take the gearbox out. After I've done that, I've then got to lift the engine out and then try and make sure the engine that I put in, try and make sure the engine bay is the way it is. And then what I'm going to do is I'll more than likely put the body on it and then take it down for a spray paint, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so that's that done. That's that out. Now, what's going to be done here? Right, that's all going to come out. Okay, now that's done. I'm just going to drop it down, then I'm going to go and grab the crane, then lift the engine out. Okay, that's the engine out. Now what I'm going to do, I'll do this area last. The reason I'm going to do this bit last is because this bit's going to be, it's not exactly going to be finicky and fidgety. I just want to sort of get the main parts done, if you guys know what I mean. I mean, it's going to be a fun build, I can tell you that much, because I am very much a muscle car person. Especially old school. I am an old school boy, so my favourite car of all time, believe it or not, is the I think I've mentioned it before. I'm not sure. My favourite car of all time, and my dream car in the way of muscle cars, is actually the 1969 Camaro. The 1969 Camaro is a blessing in disguise to me because, see, my actual dream car, my full-on dream car, is actually, believe it or not, a Rolls Royce. The Rolls Royce that it is a Rolls Royce boat tail. And believe it or not, my partner's got the same taste in cars. Believe it or not. So, yeah. Now, the wheels that are going to be going on this thing, you're going to love. Trust me. Okay, now. Now I'm going to hold on to that. No, actually, no, I'll get rid of it all. Okay, that's all that gear done. Now, the wheels are going to go on this thing. Is going to really adore. They're like I saw the parts, but I didn't see the car. He just said to me, "I have a look at the parts for the car." Like, this is even before he got the body. He said, "Have a look at the wheels." So I had a look at the wheels, and the wheels look absolutely fantastic. So, like, I can't wait. Honestly, this car's going to look fantastic when it's done. Yeah, bongs here too. Now, with the car that when it's finished, hopefully I can get it done in one night. I would like to see that happen. I'm kind of hoping that it pushes out plenty of horsepower. The reason why I'm hoping it pushes out a ton of horsepower is because I want to have a car that is able to beat Queen 34. I mean, Queen 33 could probably do it, but I don't want to put Queen 33 through another race up until such time as I've actually checked their engine. I mean, I've got a funny feeling one of these two Lamborghinis that I got here will be able to beat Queen 34. I'm sure of it. But, if you know what I mean, I don't want to push my luck. Okay, that's the car torn apart. Now to still get rid of all the bad parts, like all the parts that are all done and dusted and that shouldn't be, around anymore because they're all rusted to the how should I put it? Rusted to the shithouse. Now, with this car being what it is, I'm kind of hoping that I can pull off a really decent job. The reason why I'm kind of hoping I can pull off a really good one is because I want to be able to show one of my friends why I do these. No, I don't want to do that. Actually, no. I'll continue doing what I was doing because I don't want a chance fucking up again. Okay, so the only thing really that's got to go bye-bye is that. Actually, hang on. I got an idea. I'm gonna try a little trick. Hang on. Now, what I've got to do now is I've got to put the undercarriage in the car, throw the panels on it, and then take it for a spray, build the engine, throw that in there, and then from there I'll go with whatever I can. The interior I'll do also tonight as well. I will. Hang on. What the fuck? It's going to have to go up again. Is that? What the fuck? Okay. Whatever. Now, what I'm going to do, this might sound crazy, because this is a Challenger, right? When I was talking to my friend, he said to me, "Oh, what do you want me to do for you in the way of the interior?" I said, "Dude, do whatever you want." He said, "Okay." So he's turned around to me and he said to me, "Oh, the car's already blah, blah, blah." And then he turned around, as I said to you, I didn't know what it was. And then he says to me, "Oh, by the way, you're going to get a surprise in the way of the interior." Now, that's worrying me. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, Will, what the fuck? Don't tell me you did you? Damn it. What did you get? What have I got? And that one's what? Oh my godfather, what the So basically what I've got to do is, as I go, I've got to buy other parts. Nice. Steering knuckles C, so we get two of them. It looks like I'll be buying bits for this as I go along, so it could be a while. I just have to get the engine to God. I really do. Oh dear God, what the Oh. I hope I've got the second part. Good. Now my biggest problem is that I cannot put the wheels on this thing just yet because I want to be able to make sure I can see what I'm doing. Because as you guys have seen in the past when I've been doing these cars, when you put the car back together, it ghosts itself to show you certain parts to go where. So I don't really want to see the tyre ghost, put its ghost up and then do it to the point where I can't put certain things in because I've got to put the suspension in the front, I've got to do the back half of the car, and if I do that and then I have the ghost of the back of it come into it, I'm not going to be able, or the ghost of the front wheels, I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Now, yes, I'm going to do my best in the way of getting this car done tonight because I want to get this car out. Oh, hello, that's right, I've even got the fuel tank, haven't I? Yeah. Hell yeah. Now, the one part of... Here's something... Oh, my God. Here's the funny part. I need two of them, okay. Here's the funny part. With this car that I'm doing right now, I was actually in the middle of trying to... a few weeks ago, I was going to do a video on this car. I mean, I even told you guys I wanted to do one. I even said to you guys I wanted to do a Dodge. But I didn't say what sort of Dodge. But then all of a sudden I thought, no, wait a minute. The next thing I said to my mate that does get the car parts for me, I said to him I wanted to do it'd be funny if I did a Dodge Ram pickup. And what do you know? Bingo. Oh my God. What do you know? Next thing you know, I come across a Dodge Ram pickup. Now, I can't wait to hear this thing start because this thing's it's going to sound beautiful. This thing's going to sound absolutely beautiful when it starts. That's where I've got to get the... Now I've also got to buy. I've also got to buy a suspension for this thing, for the back. Great, because with the suspension you've got on this thing now, the leaf spring here, as you can see, it needs as well suspension arms. Not suspension arms. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Rear shocks, these things. Now, which ones are they? The okie doke. Now, the reason why I said I don't want to put the front end on yet, like the wheels and that, is because I've got to put the suspension in the front. So, and I haven't done that yet, and that's gonna be my next chore on the list. After I've done that, I will then be able to go and build the engine up. What the fuck? Oh, we already had some. Okay. Oh well. Now, what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to go and fix the suspension for the front end. Did I get that? Yes, I did. Now, these surprise builds are going to be coming once a month. Now, I do have one favour to ask of all my viewers. If they want to do it, it's entirely up to you guys. Now, before I do tell you what I want you to do, I'm just going to get some stuff for the engine bay in a couple of seconds. Actually, no, let's see if I've got the stuff. Let's have a look. Okay, I've got the engine and all that stuff, but do I have... No, I don't. Okay, I'll get that soon. Was that a 440? Did he get a 440 for this engine? For the engine bay? Dude, seriously? Who wants this thing to have some serious balls? Okay, now it's ready for its wheels. Now, here's the thing. With it being ready for its wheels, I don't... As I said, I have no idea what the wheels look like. And I think he got a 440 for the engine bay. If you got a 440 for the engine bay, that's going to have some serious grunt. I wonder what the wheels will look like. Oh, what? Oh, bro, this is gonna look awesome. Now I have to try and find Dodge Orange, or that Dodge Red. Oh, dude. No way. Baby, are you getting a look at this thing? Oh, this is gonna look sick. The sad fact of the matter is with this game, you can't really for the ones that are DLC cars, like this one for example, you can't do anything to them too much, if you know what I mean. Like for example, you can't do a paint job on the car, like saying unless you do a standard game, vanilla game color scheme on it. You can't do a orange with for example, an Australian flag, or an orange with an American flag, or an orange with you can't put a particular flag on there. You can't even change. You can't even put lights underneath the thing. That'd be sick if you could do that. That looks nice. Now to go and throw the paint job on it. After I put the paint job on the thing, I wonder what seats he's got for it. I have absolutely no idea. Because as I said to you, this is a surprise to me as well. All this is basically a surprise. I think because from what I can see of the engine, it looked like a 446 pack. If it's a 446 pack, oh man, this is going to have some serious nuts. That green doesn't look too good. Ooh. That looks nice. Just hang on a sec. I'll ask my sweetheart, see what she says. Yeah, bon to you too. Let's see what my beautiful one says. Hang on a second, baby. I'll have a look at a higher view for it. No, not that one. But let's have a look. Ooh, that look nice and silver. Damn. No, you can't. I'm kind of hoping she does say she likes the orange, or the Dodge Orange, or Dodge Red, or whatever it is. Give me a minute. Let's have a look at something. There it is in gloss. There it is in solid. Ooh, there it is in metallic. Oh, that is nice. Hang on a second, guys. You will hear me say something. That red or that orange? Now, baby, I know you can hear me, so just have a good look at both of them, okay? Check out that orangey red before you answer. Check out the orangey red, okay? Or you got that orange. Which one? I hope to God she says yes. Ow. Ooh, man, that hurt. I think she wants that one. So I'll put that on the car. Now, if I got it wrong, I hope she knows I can change it, so... Okay, she got it. I got it. There we go. Looks nice, I'll guarantee you that. Now to take it down to where we got it, and then get ready to put the interior in. Now, I have no idea what the interior is, to be honest. I'm kind of hoping there is at least one part in there that's old school. You know, it's part of the car that still exists in that car. I don't know what he's done. I don't know whether he's gone completely old school and then said, we'll have it all original, or has he turned around and gone, we'll have this, that, you know, and thrown things everywhere. I don't know what he's done. Okay, let's see what he's done. Oh, he's got the original seat for the back. Smart man. What's he done for the front? First of all, wheel. What's he done for the steering wheel? What? The SRT Hellcat wheel for the Challenger. What the fuck? But then again, this is a Challenger. I wonder what the front seat is. What? No way. And they're from the other Challenger. That interior. Except the only thing that's not from the other Challenger is the back seat. That's from this Challenger. But I think I know the reason why he did that. It's because this is the old Challenger, and the old Challenger and the new Challenger, bang. You know what I mean? I think he's done it because of that. Now, I don't know how to set the engine on this thing. I don't know whether I should chrome the engine over, or do I just leave it as is, because it is. I think if it's a 440 Hemi, chances are the engine's orange. So what I might do is, what I might do is chrome the engine over, and then see how that goes as I build it. If it doesn't look any good after it's been chromed, then what I'll do is I'll take it apart and then repaint the car, repaint the engine, and then throw it back in there. But I haven't done that in a while, actually, to be honest. And I'd like to see what it looks like in the Challenger. Why does that look white instead of chrome? Hang on a minute. So I'm sort of thinking of dark. I'm sort of thinking this red here. Where is it? That gloss red. I'm sort of thinking of gloss red. I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure yet. Because the car's red, but the whole thing is it's a reddy orange, if you know what I mean, which is basically Dodge orange from the 1960s. That there, what you see, is Dodge red from the 1990s to now. Okay, let's have a look-see. We've got the orange, which I don't want. We got the blue. We got that blue, and we got the gloss white, and that there, which is chrome. But it doesn't look chrome. It looks like it's white. That's the problem. And I don't want that. I want something that's going to stand out. So, do I do the engine the red, or do I do it a dark or a blue? Do I do it a dark blue, or a light blue, or the red? Let's see. I'm going to let my girl have help on this one because I know she likes muscle cars. So any one of those colours up there, which I've got up there, that I've written down for her to have a look at, which is dark blue, light blue, and also that red that you see up there, she can choose any one of those three. If she says the red, then the car, if she says red, then it's going to be going that colour, the entire engine. If she says blue, it's going to go either that, if she goes dark blue, it's going to go that one. Light blue will be that one, obviously. I'm kind of hoping that I want her choice on this for the engine. The reason why I want her choice for the engine is because, well, not sometimes, when I do cars and I'm doing them like I am now at the moment, I let my partner choose or help choose for the car, if you know what I mean. I try to do, as I've said to you guys before, I try to do theme cars and dark blue, awesome. So she wants that blue, cool. If she says that one, then the entire engine's going to be that one. I hope she says that one. Or can I? Hang on. Let's have a look at something. Hang on. Baby, I know you can hear me, okay? Do you want that blue there, that dark blue there, or do you want this one? It's not exactly a dark blue. Do you want that one, or do you want that one? Okay, so it's that one. All right. No, I don't want a chrome. Oh no, it's metallic. Now these clips here, I'll do them a different blue. They are going to be blue, but I'll have to do them a different blue because I don't want them to disappear, if you know what I mean. No. That a boy. That's going to go a different colour as well. Where'd the light blue go? What the fuck? Okie dokie. Engine is sprayed up. And I think the engine is all fixed, ready to rock and roll, so it can be put together and put in the car. So, let's go and do that, and then as we build the car up and then we build the... That's right, have I got the interior in? Yes, I have. And I know I've got the fuel tank on. Oh, that looks nice. I will admit, that looks nice. Okay. Now, the reason why I said I'm going to go and do the clips that I'm going to be using for here a different blue is because they will blend in and I don't want them to blend in. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to go back to the spray yard. We'll go back to the spray shop in a couple of seconds. And the moment I've done that, I'm going to spray up the clips. Now I'm thinking of doing them a light blue, and the reason I'm thinking of doing them a light blue is so you'll actually see them stand out. Because as I've said before, and I'm going to say it again, it doesn't really, how do I put it? It doesn't really, it's not really a good idea to sort of have one colour all the way through the engine, if you know what I mean. I mean, I know this looks like I'm doing that right now. Yes, I am, but I'm only doing it to a certain point. I mean, I want the entire engine blue, but the thing is, I want a slightly lighter blue in the engine for the top half of the engine. So, even though it's only going to be a clip, then or two clips, that's what it's going to be. I'm kind of hoping that the engine looks pretty good as it is, but I'm kind of hoping that these things here. Now let's see if I can find. Now, if you have a look, if you see the light blue on the engine, that's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to break it. I'm going to try and break the blue up a bit through doing that. I'm kind of hoping it works. If it does, then good. If it doesn't, then crap. Now I'll deal with that section last. Now, as I said to you guys last night, I think it was, because I know I did do a video last night. I was just too tired to try and concentrate completely by the end of the video. As I said to you guys last time, I will be doing another GTA video very, very soon, and it will be on GTA 5 PS5 copy, because I've got a PS5 and that's what I'm playing on at this very point. So what's going to happen is I will go into GTA in a few days' time, and then just bugger eyes around in general like I normally do. But what I am going to do for you guys is I am going to do a car for you guys on GTA. And the car I'm going to do for you guys on GTA is... What the fuck? Shit, it is. Damn, he did do it. Okay. The car I'm going to do for you guys is a muscle car that I'll be fixing up. The muscle car I'll be fixing up, you will like, I know that for a fact, because the way the car is going to be done is it's going to be done to a standard where if anybody who knows Grand Theft Auto 5, or actually any of the Grand Theft Autos, especially San Andreas or number 5 itself, you will notice the fact that you will see lowriders in the game. Now, what a lowrider is, who doesn't know what a lowrider is a car that's been picked up by a mob, like for example the Challenger out there, which I'm fixing up. And what they've done is they've lowered it to the max, and they've got air ride suspension in it, where the suspension can actually lift the car up off the ground to the point where the body might be, say 4 or 5, might be say 2 centimeters off the ground, or something like that. Or they could also have it where the suspension lowers the car right down to the point where it's not even an inch off the ground, where there's only just enough clearance just to stick a leaf, if you guys know what I mean by that. So you guys will see what I mean, because I did say to you guys that I'd do a Benny's car for you, and that's what the Benny's car is going to be. The Benny's car is going to be a lowrider. Now I've got two cars that are the same. The one I'm going to fix up will be my girl's, and my one I'll fix up later on. So that'll be that. Now all I've got to do here is put spark plugs in, and then spin her over after I've done that, and then I've also got to, oh that's right, yeah, I've got to go and spray something else up. Damn it, just remembered. Now if you guys did remember, I did say to you guys I am going to break up the colour scheme on this thing, because I don't want it to sort of, I mean, it looks good dark blue all the way around, if you guys know what I mean, but the whole thing is you don't want too much dark blue on the car in the way of the engine. So what you're going to want to do when you have these type of cars, if you want to do them up right and you want to do them up to the point where people actually fall in love with it, you're going to want to have a bit of light blue on it and a bit of dark blue, sort of contrast the colours with each other. So that's what I'm about to try. That's what I'm trying to do with those little clips. So now what I've got to do is I've got to go and spray up the plug wires, and the plug wires are going to be a light blue, as I said. Now baby, I know what you're thinking, but I have to do this because if I don't, the car is not going to be broken up in the way of the engine. Because the engine itself, as you can probably see by the oil pan there, is a dark blue in the way of the engine. So I have got to do this. I've got... What the fuck? Really? Oh, that's for the... To sort of give the car a bit of a kick and a bit of a personality, you've got to do these sorts of things. If you do the car a full blue engine and then you've got plans to do a full blue engine or a full red engine or whatever, you're going to want to break. As you can see there, I've broken it up a little bit because of the wiring, and also if you have a look with the clip on the wiring holder there that's holding that top down, it's also a light blue as well. It's the same light blue as what it is there. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying you want to break things up a little bit. You don't want to have it the same colour all the way around on the engine. You're going to want to have a little bit of a different colour to what the rest of the engine is. I mean, with the body on the car, it's a completely different story because you can do anything. You can have the car, you can have the car the colour that it is, as you can see there. I've got red writing on the tyres. If I didn't have that red writing on the tyres, if I wanted to, I could chrome out those wheels and chrome them out red and have them stand out that way. Or I could have, that's what I've got to do too. I could do basically anything to it. So like, now, as I've said to you guys in the past, and I'm going to say it again, please, if you want a theme car built, please let me know, and I'll do the car for you to the best of my abilities. Now, I've done a Spider-Man car, I've done a Venom car, I've done a Iron Man car, which, believe it or not, got its butt kicked. It actually got its butt handed to it by Queen 33. Funnily enough. And then Becky 33 beat it. So basically, the car was a brand spanking new car, and it had its butt handed to it by a car that was almost 60 years old. Now, I am going to get that. Now, I've also got to go and do a few other things in here. I think I've got... Hang on. That. Now what I've got to do is I've got to go and upgrade these bits. Now, I'm kind of curious. I mean, I've played this game so many goddamn times. I've painted the engine up so many times. What's got my curiosity again, believe it or not, is section of the engine bay. No, you can't. Bum. Rats. Okay, let's go fix up the bottom of the engine. Go and put the oil filter in it, and get the car going. I've also got to get the gearbox. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Oh boy. Hope I've got it. Yep, good. Now there's the engine built. Now what I've got to do is I've got to get the gearbox as well. But what I am going to do first is I'm going to put the engine in the car. And that car you see on that hoist behind me, that one there should be off by tomorrow afternoon. So and there's the engine in the car. Now all we've got to do is lift the car up for now, and then put all the exhausts underneath it, and then drop it back down, and then put the. Hang on, let me think. We've got to get the gearbox. We've got to put the gearbox in. We've got to get the exhaust. So basically, what's going to happen now, guys, is I've got to lift the car up, and I'm going to keep it up for a short amount of time while I get everything ready. Now, what if he's done the wrong thing? I swear to God, bet she's done the wrong thing. No, da 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 da. Surprise, surprise. What about here? No, right one. Yep. Surprise, surprise. That means all the way across the back. And that's the exhaust ready. Now what I've got to do is do I have that? I'll have a look. No, I don't. Just got 3 differentials. Okay. So, I've got to get gearbox F. Okay. Now, where are you? See, this is the thing. This was one of the many things I didn't really like about this game, having to do this all the time. You'd seriously think they'd have it a little bit easier for. There it is. Da 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 da. Now, to go and fix this. Now, I know you're all thinking crazy. Well, not really, because what I'm doing basically is I saw a car one time at a motor show that I was at one day, and I was with my, I think I was with my late grandfather and my late grandmother, and they took me to this motor show, and there was an old, I wouldn't exactly say old at that point, but now you probably would be able to safely say old. The car now would probably be about, I'd safely say about 70, I think. And the car itself, it had the person who had bought the car had actually done the entire underneath of the car chrome. The entire underneath, all the chassis. As you can see, all the chassis there, that's all stock. I haven't painted that. The engine I did. But what he did was he painted the entire underneath of the car chrome, and then what he did, he completely chromed out the engine. And then what he also did was he put mirrors on the ground underneath the car, and it blinded you basically as you walk past it, because you look down and it hits you in the face, and you were like, what? Now I've got to bring... Have I got everything under there? Yes, I have. Good. Now I can bring it down and then start fixing her up on the interior and the hood, underneath the hood. I think I did, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, I did. Okay. I didn't fix that, did I? Yes, I did. What about that? Yes, I did. Now, I've got to get that. No, I've got one of them, I think. No, I have, yeah. Right, now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep the battery out of it. The reason I'm going to keep the battery out of it for now is because what I'm going to do is I've got to get the fuse box and fuse box top and all the fuses and get them into the car. But before I do any of that in the way of putting all the fuses into the car, I'm going to fix the fuse box and fix the fuses up for the car, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the car going, I hope. Okay, so battery, that one, that one. Now, what I'm going to do is something crazy. You're going to know, well, just, you'll see what I'm talking about, trust me. Now the reason why I got two of them is because I have no clue on what one it is. Okie dokie. Now, I've got to lift the car up again, but first of all, before I do, I'm going to put all the stuff in there that's got to be in there. But I'll do the fuse box first. Okay, that's the fuse box. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lift the car up again and put the starter motor in. Now I know I've got the gas tank in there. I know that for a fact. Okay, now to fill her up. Baby, this car is basically this car's for you, sweetheart. And there's a reason for that. This car basically, sweetheart, is for you. The reason being is that's the reason why I let you choose the colour of the engine. Now, so this car practically is done. Now all I've got to do is sit in the thing, start her up. Providing she's oiled up and ready to roll. Okay, now, interior's in car, the car's vacuumed, the car's rebuilt, hopefully she starts, and then what I'll do is I'll take her down to the dyno, check her on dyno, but before I do dyno it, I'll fix the wheels up, I'll take her down to get take her here first, and get this fixed up. Oh boy. This is a beautiful looking car. I'm telling you that now. It is gorgeous. Now, before I do anything else, that's as good as I'm going to get it. Damn it. Oh boy. Damn, this thing isn't going to be real quick. I was kind of hoping it'd be a real fast thing. Damn. It's not going to beat Queen 33 or Queen 34 or anything else, but it's going to be quick. Let's dyno it first. Now its original horsepower is 390. Let's see what we get. $800 square. Yee! Dead on 800 horsepower. Awesome. Let's take this little beast for a burn. What? Oh well. 234 is all I've got to, guys. That's pretty good. It's pretty quick for a car of its age. I mean, like. Oh, what did I do that for? Okay, there's the car done and dusted, ready and built. Now, I will be doing another surprise build again very soon, probably sometime next month. I may do one shortly before Christmas. If I do one shortly before Christmas, then I don't, as I said, I don't know what the car's going to be. Okay, not yet. I don't even know if I will know what the car is for the next surprise build, because I might even get my friend to do another surprise build. He may, when I say that, I mean he may turn around and say to me, Smoke, I'm going to do you a favour. I'm going to get you a surprise build car so you can do it and, you know, have fun doing it. Now, I mean, I don't care what he gets, just so long as he doesn't get anything. Now, I mean, I know this is going to sound cruel to the people who like four cylinders. I don't like working on four cylinders in this game for some weird reason. They just do not work properly. I'll work on a V10, I'll work on a V12, I'll work on a V8, I'll even work on a V6. I'll work on an inline 6. I'll work on a flat 6. I'll work on a flat 12 if there's a flat 12 in here. I'll work on a lot of them. Yeah, I just do not like working on four-cylinder engines. That is it. That's final. The only four-cylinder that I will work on is probably the American Jeep, which is the Willys Jeep from World War II, which was also used during I think they were used in the Vietnam War and also the Korean War. I think, yeah, they were used in the Korean War, and I think they were also used in the Vietnam War as well, because they were very versatile. They were a very trustworthy Jeep. They were actually the only, as far as I know, they're the only vehicle that you can actually lift off its frame and you can actually lift the body up off its frame and move the body and leave the frame where it is. But yeah, there you go, guys. 800 horsepower to that little beast. Damn, that's pretty damn good. 800 horsepower. That's nothing to laugh at. I mean, for a car of its age, 800 horsepower is pretty good. I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. It's newer than Queen 33. It's newer than Becky 33. Because Becky 33 and Queen 33 were both built in the 1950s. They're originals, right? But those things scream. Those things end up out to have 411, which is kind of, you know, unheard of unless you've got a jet engine in the back. Although people have had them at that like that before. But that was like years and years ago. The only way really you'll get a car like that at that speed now is if you did it up as a drag racer. Like a top funny car or a door slammer or whatever you want to get. But that's quick. So is this thing. But what I will do is over the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks actually, between the time that I do videos, I will work on this thing and I will try and get it out faster. I will try and get the engine to go quicker. I will try and turn it over faster. 800 horsepower is as far as I'm going to be able to get it. If I could get it more, I would. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. But other than that, that's as far as it's going to be. Alrighty guys, I shall see you guys when I see you guys. You guys have fun gaming and do whatever it is you do, but please, most important of all, guys, this is to you. Guys, please look after your girls. Guys, they are queens. Treat your girl like she's a queen because she deserves it. Okay? Treat them like they're a princess. Treat them like they're a goddess. Do things for them. They do more than what you think for you. Trust me. I mean, I've been married before, so I should know. But most important of all, treat them with respect. Treat them. Look, walk up to them, hug them, kiss them, tell them you love them. Buy them flowers. Buy them a teddy. You know, treat them the way they need to be treated. And that's like a princess or a queen. Mine's a queen. And, you know, I think about her every day. There's not one day that doesn't go by where I don't think about her. I'm always thinking about her. She's always in my mind. I'm always wanting to be with her, no matter what. I want to marry her so bad. She's so beautiful. She is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. And I love her with all my heart. I'd do anything for her. I'd even give my life for her if I had to. I'm not too sure what blood type she is, and I'm not even too sure what blood type I am. But here's the thing. If we were the same blood type and she needed a blood transfusion, she could take some of my blood. That I guarantee. If she was ill and she needed a heart, I'd give her my heart. If we were compatible in that. Any way possible, if we were compatible and she was sick, I would do everything in my power to make sure she survives. Anything. I love her that much. I told her that a few months back and she was just stunned. So, guys, do the same for your girl. Treat her the way she needs to be treated. Treat her like she's an angel. Treat her like she's a princess. Treat her like she's a queen. She deserves it. It's like I say to mine. If I ever had the opportunity, and this, with what I'm about to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you and I'm going to tell you something, guys, and I mean every single word that I am about to say. Every word. I love my girl with all my heart. She's my princess. She's my queen. I'd do anything for her. I've said to her several times that if I could sit her on a throne and place a crown on her head, she deserves it because she is a queen. Here's exactly what I said to her once before. If I could take her by the hand, sit her on a throne. Now these are word for word. This is word for word. If I could take her by her hand, sit her on a throne, place a crown on her head. I'd go down on one knee, I'd look her dead in the eye, kiss her on her hand, and tell her how truly beautiful she really is. Because she deserves to hear that. She is my queen, and I love her with all my heart. Now, I wouldn't be too funny if she's starting to tear up a little bit. If you are, baby, I'm sorry. But I'm just opening up to you and telling you through these people how I feel. This is the only way I can talk to you, babe. Alright, guys. I shall see you guys when I see you guys. You guys have fun in doing what it is you do. Don't cheat on games, guys. It's not fun for other people. GTA 6 has been delayed again to November 26, 2026 November. They're hoping it's the final delay. There's been talk of delays until 2029, 2028, 2030. They're delaying it on and on and on. So anyhow, guys, I shall see you guys when I see you guys. You guys have fun doing whatever it is you do. If you're having a bucket list and you've got to fill your bucket list out, fill it out. Please look after yourselves, look after your health. Do whatever it is to make sure you're healthy. I shall see you guys in the next one. Okay? Smoke out.